Okay, heading to Dublin, and I'm in the shopping center right across from the bus stop place. I got a sandwich and whatnot at the convenience store, but there is a claw machine sitting here, and it's €1 per turn, and I happen to have a €2 coin on me, so I'm gonna see where that gets me. Probably nowhere, but we'll see. Okay, I'm sorry for the volume, it's gonna be bus exhaust, but yeah, sitting at the bus terminal thing, and there's a really cute little park in back here where people can sit and wait and whatnot. It's sunny today, which is kind of different for Ireland. Well, not really. I mean, the weather's so changeable, but it's beautiful out. It's a little chilly, but should be good. And that green bus up there, I think, is mine, so I'm gonna go see what I can do. Got ye old cane, huzzah, with me. So, I'm gonna go try and finagle that. Hooray! Okay, figured I'd do a room tour of the budget hotel room that I managed to procure. It's like directly on O'Connell Street, which is like the main thoroughfare in most cities in Ireland. But yeah, and it was about $75 a night, which for a private room is pretty damn good. It's a little dingy. I mean, not terribly bad, but it's definitely not in the best shape and it's kind of falling apart. But you get what you pay for, and it's comfortable, so I don't care. It has a nice little desk area, kettle and tea and whatnot, so that's nice. And the big benefit is, of course, the ensuite, which is tiny as shit, but you do what you can. It's not bad at all. I've seen much, much worse facilities, so not worried. One thing that kind of sucks about it is it's 4 floors up, which I definitely don't mind the exercise. I can definitely use it, but the staircases are really narrow, and it's kind of hard with the cane, but whatever, I'll make it work. I mean, it's not like terrible or anything, it's just sort of annoying, but yeah, you do what you can, and stairs really aren't that tough for me. I mean, once I get going, it's basically just muscle memory, so it's not like it's awful. They have some cute art. This TV looks like it's from the 1980s, but whatever, I don't watch TV anyway, so doesn't matter much. I would show you the view out there, but it's nothing. It's just like the buildings and rooftops and whatnot. So it's the hotel itself is actually right on the river, so that's really nice. Incredibly central location, and for this price in a private room, it's not that bad at all. So yeah, that's that. If anyone cared, probably no one did, but whatever. Okay, so this is a thing. And then we have the spire, which goes up to the sky, basically. But yeah, it's just a big, tall thing, which is cool. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's something. I don't know. Yeah, just kind of trying to walk around. This is the main thoroughfare, just sort of up and down here, but yeah, there are monuments up and down the street, and there comes their commuter system. I think it's called the Lewis, and yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess. Just trams, but seems to be pretty popular, so that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting architecture along here. I'm not sure if you could see it that well in the camera because the weather has turned a bit gray, but yeah. And of course the city tours. I might do one of those tomorrow actually. But yeah, I'll make another one when I find something interesting. Okay, I walked down to Trinity College, which has the infamous library that's so iconic. I think everyone in the world, or at least the Western world, has probably seen a picture of it. Sorry, there are a lot of people and I'm trying to navigate with my cane. But this is the entrance to the university once some of the people get out of the way here, but this is really cool. I love it. I'm a big architecture fan, so this is pretty incredible. Oh wow, look at that building as you come through. Sorry. All these poor people that don't want to be in the video that are. Oh, cool. It's all your information and whatnot. Wow. This is really neat. Just lighting along the roof there. Or at least the inside of it. Whoa, this is awesome. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking around at random, multiple things, so I don't even know. But that is kind of cool. All that. Guess it might be somewhat useful to go over to the map here, see where the heck I should go, because I honestly have no idea. I think it's just a straight line from the entrance, but we don't know. Okay. Trinity College was founded in 1592, one of the oldest universities in Western Europe. It's Ireland's premier university, committed to world-class research, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know. Sorry, that's terrible. I mean, the university has a really renowned international reputation, deservedly. There are many people. Samuel Beckett. Let's see, Oscar Wilde went here. Man, that is a really expansive campus, though. Look at that thing. That little blue triangle down here is where I came in. So it goes all the way up. And I think I'm just going to go in a straight line, and I'm trying to find the long room of the library, which is the iconic picture area. So I'm going to go do that. I've got a free admission to the Book of Kells, which is super, super old and religious and whatnot. I'm sorry, I've forgotten everything I've read about it thus far, but yeah, I got a free ticket for that, and it also includes entrance to the long room, which is the, I'm just saying this again, but yeah, it's the iconic library picture that I think everyone has seen. I believe it was the inspiration for the library in Harry Potter. I'm not sure, though. I'm not a big Harry Potter person, so I don't care, but from what I believe I've read, which I could be mistaken, but anyway, yeah, I'm going to shut this off so I can see where the heck I'm going, because I have literally no idea. Well, not literally. I mean, I have a general idea, but I need to navigate. So, yeah, just going to turn this off, and I'll make another video once I get inside and see some cool stuff. Okay, I know I said I was going to wait until I got inside, but it looks like this little structure here. I thought it was part of a building, but it's freestanding, and you just walk through that arch and get to the other side, obviously. But it looks like maybe you could climb up to the top part. I'm not positive, but I'm going to check it out. Anyway, I just wanted to commentate a little bit on the architecture because, as I said before, I'm an architecture dork, and I just love the architecture in this part of the world. Not so much modern, but historically, they've had really cool stuff. I lived in Sweden for about 5 years, I think, total. So I saw a lot of Scandinavian architecture, but I lived in Scotland for 6 months about 10 years ago, and yeah, the architecture there is basically exactly the same as it is here. Big surprise, but I just love it. I mean, it's very gray, and some people say it's depressing, but I think it's really ornate and beautiful, and I like gray, so I mean, that's a thing for me. But seriously, look at that. That is just insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go check out the little structure thing and see if I can possibly climb up there. We'll see. I'll check it out anyway. Okay. Great sadness. One cannot ascend from inside. It's just an open structure, which is fine. I just didn't notice it because, yeah, blind. But yeah, there's the thing. I wonder how one ascends to get, well, probably a ladder or some structure of that nature, I would imagine. Yeah. The grass is really green because Ireland. But yeah. And it's January, so this isn't like springtime grass where it's just now growing. This is how it looks continually, which is kind of incredible. Yeah. Not called the Emerald Isle for nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go try and find the long room and see what I can see. Okay, if anyone is a fan of illuminated manuscripts, come to Ireland because this is kind of incredible. They have displays of multiple books and whatnot just projected hugely onto screens, and it's kind of amazing. I can't really see to read all of the descriptions, so I'm not going to bother, but this is the Book of Dima, it looks like. I can read that. I mean, that's big enough, but yeah, this is really cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm kind of a library and manuscripts nerd, so all this stuff is my niche a little bit, and I love it. Oh, that is amazing. Is he puking a serpent? I mean, what is going on there? I don't know. Maybe she? I have no clue what's happening, but that's interesting. And there are some exhibits of thingamajigs. I can't tell what they are. Oh, from the All Hallows. Priory of All Hallows was a monastic foundation just outside Dublin, founded in 1166. Wow. So that's a thing from 1166. And the bell. This bell is one of the earliest bells. It's from the 12th century. I can't even pronounce the name of the abbey, but it's in County Mayo, which one of my roommates is from there, so that's cool. I think the rest of this is just going to be displays of this type, so I'll make another one once I get to something that's a standout. But yeah, this is amazing. Definitely come see the Book of Kells if you're in Dublin and you like illuminated manuscripts. It's totally worth it. Okay, so as I said, the Book of Kells is a religious manuscript. This folio is from 291, I believe. I'm not sure what the little V symbol stands for, but it's a portrait of St. John, and he's on a throne. They say that it symbolizes Christ's crucifixion, but here, let me get back so I can get a bit more of it. That's the thing. That's the opening of the Book of Kells. So just figured I would throw that in there as a little bit of information. Okay, so I made it to the long room, and I'm sort of just overwhelmed by feelings right now because I've been wanting to see this the entirety of my life, as far back as I can remember, and it's more beautiful than I thought it would be. I'm so happy that I managed to get here before I lost my vision completely. Yeah, this is definitely a bucket list item that's been checked off. Sorry, it's a little hard to navigate around, but there is a beautiful old spiral staircase here going up in one of the cloisters. Sorry. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Obviously, you can't go back there. Library staff only, which is depressing because I kind of want to go up the steps, but you cannot do so. I am gonna try to get up to the higher level. I'm not sure how that's accomplished or if you even can, but I'm gonna make an attempt. But just seriously, look at these cloisters. This is absolutely ridiculous. And of course, there are busts of the famous peoples and whatnot. The architecture in here is just stunning. This probably won't come up that well in the video, but the woodwork up there is amazing. And those columns, and just, I don't even know. But this was so worth coming to Ireland, and oh my god, I'm getting kind of choked up. Which is really sad. It describes how much of a nerd I actually am, but these are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish I could go in the cloisters and actually look at the books, but obviously you can't, because ancient relics, and you would damage them with your oily fingers, or at least I would. So, yeah. I'm gonna turn this off and see what I can do about maybe getting up to the top floor so I can get something. But, yeah, this one final look up here is absolutely amazing. Sorry, I'm getting people in here, but it's crowded because it's a weekend. I was gonna come yesterday, but I was tired and yeah. Alright, so I'll put this back on when I can. Okay, this is the oldest Irish harp. Oldest surviving Irish harp anyway. According to the information here, it was Brian Boru, the High King of Ireland, who was killed in 1014 at the Battle of Clontarf. Probably dates from the later Middle Ages. It's made from willow and oak with brass strings, silver neck mount, blah blah blah. But yeah, this is obviously the insignia for Ireland itself, which is cool. And I'm going to stop videoing because there are people on the other side of the glass and it's kind of creepy, so yeah. Okay, the exit from the long room brings you down into the gift shop, which I suppose makes sense. Most attractions in Ireland do that, but yeah, I'm not going to buy anything because I'm not really into souvenir stuff. Ooh, these postcards would be kind of cool though. Might do that. €3 isn't bad. So that's a possibility. There's also a calendar down here for 10, which looks pretty cool. Just the manuscripts, but probably not though, unless it's the postcards, because those are kind of awesome. But yeah, I tried to get up to the upper level of the long room. One of the guards let me go onto the elevator, but I asked him if I could get up to the reading room on the 3rd floor, and he said there was no chance. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to take a video from a higher vantage point, which sucks because I'm not even 5 feet tall, so there were many, many people blocking most of my shots. But what can you do? I need to come back at some point when it's not a weekend, because it's a little insane here today, which it's a very popular tourist attraction, so I'm not that surprised. One of the things they have here that is really cool, they have some pocket watches, and that's a really cool compass. I kind of want to buy that. And there's like some very steampunk-esque souvenirs here, which are awesome, but I'm definitely not going to buy because, yeah, they're expensive. Honestly, they're not that bad. Like, the compass is $20.95. Oh, that's so tempting. I might actually have to do that. I love compasses. But, I don't know. And then they just have a lot of metal stuff. I'm not sure exactly what the heck that is. Oh, it's a wine stopper, I guess. But, yeah. And Evidently the exit is out this way from what I am seeing, so I'll probably head that way, but I do think I'm going to go back and buy that pack of postcards. So if anyone wants one, let me know. Okay, I left the Trinity College. Sorry, there's a bus, or a lot of buses, because this is a main street, so it's going to be loud, but tile work. I don't know where the Stag's Head is, but evidently it's close. This is kind of cool, though. I'm trying to get to a cathedral called St. Patrick's because there's another really nice library of old stuff, and I just wanted to show you where I have to go to be able to get there.
Slow down for a second.
Sorry, it is really packed today because Saturday, but yeah, in this part of the world there are many closes of this type, which are very narrow, but I'm going to go down this way, and there is a street along here, and I need to go this direction anyway, so I figured why not, instead of just staying on the main thoroughfare back there. Yeah, this is pretty cool, but I will make another one once I get somewhat close, or am there, because it's probably boring just walking over there. But yeah, random things you see along streets in Ireland, but yeah, it's kind of beautiful. Fits the stereotype a bit. Okay, I arrived, well, mostly at the place. I am currently standing in St. Patrick's Park, which is named for St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is there. I'm going to try to go inside and see the main areas of the church because I really like churches and religious architecture. I haven't been inside any mosques yet, although I did live close to one in Sweden, so kind of disappointed I never went in. But that is where the Marshes Library is located, somewhere in there. I'm not sure exactly where, but I'm sure I can ask for directions. But yeah, this park is actually really nice. Ireland in general has some nice parks. There's a little walkway up there and just little gated flower areas, I guess. But yeah, it's really pretty. So just kind of chilling out here for a little bit. Gonna sit down and probably have a snack before I go inside because it's been a bit since I've eaten anything and my blood sugar's probably not that great. But yeah, anyway, I'll get some video when I find the library, hopefully. Look, I found the thing. I was so scared I wasn't going to because there's like a wall along here and the cathedral is really big and kind of closed off, and then the wall just sort of continues, but there was this and this. So now it's time to go up here, I guess. Oh, this is kind of cool. Stairs. Library's open 9:30 to 5. Okay. Cool. These stairs are gonna suck, man. You know. I love Ireland. I really, really do. But kind of sucks for people with disabilities. Just logistically. But, whatever. Can't help it. A lot of old architecture. And I'm assuming I'll probably have to pay an entry fee. There's that dude. Which is cool. But, who knows? Huh. That's kind of beautiful, actually. Look through and see the cathedral. But, yeah. Alright, it looks like you can just go in and head up even more stairs. So, yeah. Might try it. Umbrella bucket. They have a room for books of recent acquisition, which is awesome. And if you come in here, oh, wow. Oh, sorry. Alright, that kind of sucked. They don't allow photography in there at all, so couldn't do any videoing or anything, but I did sneak a photo. They had a selfie corner where you could put props on and do that, but I snuck a photo or two of the books. Yeah, I'm a criminal. I'm sorry, I really need to get better at making videos because all of mine are just tiny little minute-long things, but I'm hoping to go on a tour out to Glendalough tomorrow, so hopefully that'll be a bit more long form. Well, maybe. Knowing me, it'll probably be short, but yeah, I just don't want to drone on and bore people. I mean, there's nobody with me. If there was, it could be like our interactions and whatnot, but since I'm on my own, it's kind of silly to just keep blathering at the camera as I'm doing now, so I'm just gonna turn this off and go. Okay, for dinner I came to Yamamori Noodles in Dublin. It's not far from the cathedral, but I got some kabocha gyoza, which I'm really excited about. Haven't tried it yet, but it should be good. I also got myself a drink. I'm not a big drinker, but sometimes I try stuff. That is called an anata tengu. It's sake and apricot brandy, and it's freaking delicious, and I love it. So yeah, I also got some grilled salmon with miso, which is coming fairly soon, so that will be good. But yeah, figured I would just stop for dinner on the way back to the hotel. So hooray! Okay, I came to the little seaside town of Bray, which is outside Dublin. I'm on a day tour, actually. I'm gonna go to a place called Glendalough, which is yeah, pretty cool, but mountains and sun over there, and then the Irish Sea, so that's kind of cool. Gonna go take a walk around and see. There's a little coffee shop type thing over that way that I'll probably make some use of, but yeah, just gonna take a walk along the water here, I think. Oh, this is nice. No stairs, thankfully. Love it, because stairs kind of suck. Oh, nice, you can get out on the beach. Ish. Pretty nice beach, though. But yeah, might as well go check that out. Ah, one stair, tiny. Still kind of tough with the blind cane, but you know, you do what you can. Alright. I'm not going to be too adventurous and try to kill myself going down here, but again, as is typical of Irish coastline, rocks jutting out into the sea, and I'm not sure what those mountains are, but they're gorgeous, so I'm good with that. Alright, I'll stop this and maybe see if there's anything more interesting later on. I just wanted to get some footage of this. I'm not sure if you can hear the sound of the waves, but yeah, it's pretty gorgeous, so I'm just going to shut up and maybe do a couple slow pans side to side here. God, that's just ridiculously gorgeous. I'm from a small town in the Midwest, and to be able to stand at the ocean like this is pretty fucking incredible. So, yeah. Thanks to whatever managed to get me here. Yeah. So I am now in Glendalough, which, yeah, it's a very scenic area, but there's a little waterfall doohickey. But yeah, it's the site of a monastic settlement. Sorry for the shaking that jogger just ran over the bridge, but yeah, there's the monastery ruins and whatnot. So I'm gonna try and maneuver my way to them, and then hopefully make my way up to a bit more scenic location, the upper lake, which is about half an hour walk. So I don't know what the terrain is going to be like. I've got my cane, and so far the path has been paved, but obviously I don't know what it's going to be like the entirety of the way, but we'll see. If I have to turn back, I have to turn back, but it's already been extremely beautiful, so totally worth it either way. Okay, this is probably the main church building of the monastery. It's of course closed off, so I can't go mess around inside, but it's pretty cool. There's quite a bit of an echo from the acoustics of the stonework and whatnot, but there's a Celtic cross back there, so that's kind of cool. And then come over here, there's a little gated off section, so not sure exactly what this is. Oh, traffic cones. That always helps. But I'm assuming that's just some sort of room-ish area. But yeah, gonna go see what else is here, because I'm assuming quite a lot. There's the obvious graveyard up there. Let's see if I can ascend these stairs while still talking and not dying. It'll be an adventure. So hooray. Oh, there's the tower, which it's a myth that monasteries built these so the monks would have a place to hide, like from Viking invasions, which is stupid because why? They'd be enclosed and the Vikings could just put fire in there and smoke them out. But yeah, it's pretty tall. I believe the tour guide said it was about 7 stories. And I'm not sure if I can actually climb up inside it, or if I honestly feel the need to. It would be an amazing view, but with the blind cane, it's kind of hard to maneuver in old buildings with the little spiral staircases. So I might just give that a pass, but it's still really cool. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's really no point in me going up there if I'm not going to go inside the tower, so whatever. I think I'm just going to go get back on the main trail and try to find the upper lake, which is supposed to be really gorgeous. But here's a little bit better view of the monastery itself, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, I'll see what I can get up to on the trail and let you know from there. Okay, I lied. I went up the path to the village itself. This is a very tiny, let me see if I can back up and get a better view, but scattered amongst the gravestones, and there's the little church I was just at, but there's this teeny little place. It's called the priest's house, and it was most likely an oratory or shrine, the notes say, just because it's super tiny, but you can go inside, so I'm going to do that, and I'm fat, so this narrow little doorway is going to be fun. But, you know, you just turn sideways and then it's a thing. And you can do it. Wow. This is kind of cool. Fireplace area, I'm guessing? Maybe? Well, no. I guess there's no outlet. Maybe there was a bench or a shrine or something. Plaque to something. I can't really read what that says because eyes don't work. But, you know, it's the thing. Maybe these are gravestones. I can't really tell, some type of religious stuff. And there's a little, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. There's a stair leading up to it. So, I'm not sure if that was at one point a door. It looks pretty narrow though. Maybe it was just a little foothold for something or other. But, oh, this is kind of cool. Stonework and whatnot. Placed over something Reverend Edward Power, maybe? Paul something. POW something or other. Clergyman. But yeah. There's another little building. You can kind of see it over the way there. So I'm going to go look at that and see what that's all about, because that might be the actual monastery itself. But yeah. Okay, this is actually the cathedral, according to the sign. I can't really read it well enough to see what it says, but I guess we can go check it out. Oh, wow. Much bigger, and many, many stone things. I'm assuming these were where people were laid out. In many older churches of this type, I'm not sure if it's a Catholic thing specifically or just Christian. I'm not religious at all, and I'm not a religious scholar by any means, so I have no real idea. But I know that in the cathedral in Uppsala, Sweden, they have tombs of the important people and dignitaries on the ground, or the floor of the church, rather, like this. So I'm assuming this is the same sort of thing, because they are pretty definitely grave markers, I would imagine. And I don't know, I feel kind of weird walking through here just because I don't ascribe to any religion, so I always feel kind of like I'm intruding in places like this. And I know it's a historical monument, and I can appreciate it just from that aspect alone, which I do, but it still kind of feels like a place that I just don't belong, so that's always fun. But yeah. Oh, there's another little room off to the side here. I'm not sure what these are. These are grave markings or doors in the wall? I'm thinking possibly doors, just because the artwork, but there's so many of them. Why would there be? Maybe that's where the body is interred in a standing position? I should have done more research on this because I have absolutely no clue, but that is kind of amazing. And then there's a little, I'm sure, a stained glass window or something of the sort. I'm not sure. This is many, many, many centuries old, so I don't know exactly when it was founded, but yeah, some type of window-like thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go see what this room off to the left is. And then I should really get my ass on the trail, just because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see any of the beautiful scenery that's here. Oh, okay. Oh, they are grave markers. Here lies the body of so-and-so, which is cool. Just a little enclosed cemetery, I guess, for maybe the priests. I have no idea, but I'm assuming candles or something were placed there just to guide the way. But yeah, okay, I'm not gonna take you around with the cane or anything like that, just because it's kind of hard to maneuver. But yeah, just doing a last little thing around. There's Caney, who has been helping me because there have been many, many stairs that I've had to ascend. But yeah, this is a really, really neat place, and my historian heart is kind of beating in triple time from seeing it, because it's incredible. And just to be able to stand in architecture like this that is centuries old is amazing. And from an American, obviously we don't have anything near this old, so to be able to come to a country like Ireland where this type of thing is so common is really amazing. But yeah, I will take more video when I get to the scenic areas. Okay, and here we are coming up on the lower lake of Glendalough, which is of course Gaelic for Valley of the Two Lakes, which if you spend any time in any type of Celtic country, those words are pretty familiar to you. Of course, I've mashed them all together, and Glendalough is just one word now, but still. This is actually part of the Wicklow Mountains National Park, which is kind of incredible. There's a forest preserve, or a nature preserve, sorry, with a lot of forest, which Ireland itself is the perfect climate for forests, but the land was basically cleared of all trees to make room for farmland when it was taken over by the British, who were jerks, but, or the English, I guess, not really the British at that point. But yes, the English were dickheads and did that. But this is kind of incredible scenery. There's an upper lake, which is a bit further on. I'm going to see what I can do because the path has gotten a little bit less navigable, but I'm going to see. Okay, I went down. There was a little offshoot to the path where you could go stand on the edge of the lake, and they had picnic tables and whatnot. And that was kind of nice. I am just constantly amazed at the amount of beauty that is packed into this little island. It's just, every part I see of it is just more incredible, and I know that the upper lake for this place is a lot more spectacular visually, but the path was getting a little bit muddy, and it's just really hard to navigate with the blind cane. If I had somebody with me, I don't think it would be an issue, but I don't really trust myself to be able to do it. So I think I'm going to call it quits for this expedition to Glendalough and go head back toward the visitor center and the tour bus and whatnot. But I do hope to come back at some point and actually make the ascent to the upper lake, because I think it's about a half-hour walk total is what the tour guide said. The lower lake that I was just at is about 15. So, I mean, neither of those are bad at all. It's just, with the path being what it is, I just don't feel like risking it, because knowing me, I would fall and die, and just the mountain rescue would have to come find my corpse, and yeah, it just probably wouldn't be a good end to the vacation. So, just gonna content myself with what I've seen, because what I've seen was absolutely spectacular, and I am not at all disappointed. So, but man, just look at those mountains. This is actually where they shot Braveheart. Not here, like, exactly, but up in those mountains in the distance. We actually went up there. It's a place called the Wicklow Gap, and there's an old mining village, and apparently that's where Reign of Fire was shot. Yeah, I've seen that movie a few times, and it's kind of insanely ridiculous, but it's still fun. Yeah, I guess that's it from me at Glendalough. Okay, as I said, this is a nature reserve, and I kept hearing the sound of water, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I'm not sure if you can even see it very well in the video. Here, let me zoom in, I'll try. But, itty bitty waterfall. It's kind of cool. It's just incredibly tiny. But yeah, just this backdrop of woodland up here is just incredible. I love the woods. As a kid, I used to hang out in the woods, like, constantly. So, I feel a kinship with the trees, I guess. But yeah, just wanted to show you that lovely little part of nature. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it's up there. Okay, cool.